Hey, this is Phoenix, and today's episode is all about Wonder Woman issue 10 by Tom King, Daniel Sampere. Uh, I literally just read this issue, and I just started recording, and man, more reasons why I love this series. And Tom King's some of his best work I've loved in a while. I loved everything so far, even if it's characters I couldn't care less about. He makes them interesting. That's a good writer for you. This issue is all about a mixture of the Wonder Girls slash Diana's, two things happening back to back, and then they converge at the end type of thing. Let's get right into it. First, it goes right into the three Wonder Girls: Donna Troy, uh, Cassie, and Yara Flor. Uh, and basically, they're on a runway, and they're just they're like Donna Troy's at the key to helping and saving everything, like is basically trying to find is trying to find the invisible jet. Some reason that didn't come across my head because like you just see them on like a stretch of runway, and I'm like, I wonder what they're doing. But looking back, I should have known. And then it cuts to uh, Diana is washed up on a beach, and this is after her being in that cell for like a very long time, just getting pummeled like mentally, physically. Uh, and she wakes up on the island. There's narration from the old man, the sovereign. I won't get too in depth about it, but he just talks, more about the difference between her and Batman and Superman regarding their counterparts, like how Batman, the Joker, and how they're the two sides of the coin type of thing for most characters, and Superman with Lex Luthor. And it's brought up because you find out the Wonder Woman, after they tried torturing her and doing everything, they realized that they swallow their pride and bring her to this island that is on purpose, then just let her leave. You find out this is Cheetah's domain, or they brought her to where Cheetah was also um, there, Barbara, if you want to go by that. uh, her domain. You assume it's her domain, but you realize like I don't remember the last time I saw Cheetah, but in regards to like what she's been doing before this run, but they captured her too, and they said the two people that were not swayed by trying to punish them and put them through hell uh, was Wonder Woman and Cheetah. And there's some amazing shots by Daniel Sampere in this book that look just amazing. Um, of course, goes back and forth. So back to the Wonder Girls. They talk about where the heck the plane is. Of course, it's invisible. Cassie hits her head, and they just banter back and forth. Um, and Cassie's like, "This never happens with the Robins in the Batmobile." And of course, Yara's like, that's a weird comparison because if she's like, I am no one's Robin. If anything, Diana is my Robin. That's her attitude. The whole character I've ever seen her since Future State. But that's them. They're trying to, based on the information they got from Sergeant Steele, which they find out, you know, Cassie's like, I think we still have to save him from being like court martial or some crazy, because they stole information. So that's them. But for now, they're getting the plane to get to Diana. And while that's happening, Diana is fighting Cheetah, and she looks amazing in this. She looks like more humanoid that within the face than ever before. So that's pretty cool. And she just bites Diana right off the bat, and so they go at it. And it says I think they go at it for days, and when they're both critical, they go their separate ways, heal, come back, fight again, and it is bloody. um, Another quick thing while that's happening, you know, in order to start the jet, Donna's like, I think I know where it is. I tried telling Diana tried telling me and going back and forth. She's like, I think I can do it. She presses a button and it's the ejector seat. And of course they joke around. It's like, I hope Donna flies. I forget. I forget if she could fly or not. Which Wonder Girl flies? uh, but then it goes back to just the hellish brawl they have, um, and it's just a funny like them talking how Cheetah's like just die and be chewed, and of course Diana says no thank you. Cheetah's like, you mocking me? She's like, oh of course I'm gonna say yes. Oh please eat me, Barb. Like, and because Cheetah the whole time is just uh thinking like roar your anger, just like you're a warrior, act like it. And Diana's just telling her, it's like, you never made me angry, only sad. And it's not pity, it's simply hope and love. And she gets knocked out, and Cheetah just couldn't believe it, and so they just like both are exhausted, so they both I think she takes Diana back, like they were on the beach side, so back into more into the middle of the island, and Diana wakes up um uh within a fire where the fire pit is, and they just talk and hash it out. Um, and it's pretty fascinating because I guess because they of course I think depending on the continuity, Dinah knows like her background. Um, oh, by the way, this is where uh the comparison between the Bruce and Joker and Superman and Lex is like, what is the comparison then for Wonder Woman and Cheetah? Like, what, they're not really like the Sovereigns, like they're not really the same, like both, they're not the opposites, total opposites, polar opposites, you can say. Um, and you sort of find out it's more of an overlapping between their characteristics, that they share in a weird, interesting quality. Um, and it's fun to see this, that Diana, I said Dinah, I don't know why. Sorry, uh I was thinking of Green Arrow, all these names. Diana is able to just like let go and be emotional, which she's like, I no one should be able to, like, I have to be strong, and uh Cheetah's like, not with me, and it's a cool like sisterly type of love, which I didn't know that's their characters. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's like new maybe throughout their history, or how like they've been battling for years and years. But I believe they were friends first, that type of thing, with like the villain that had wings. Forget her name. The one that she fought, the 6v1 in this series. They were friends first, but then she like, it went downhill really quick. But this is different. Um, Cheetah realizes like, you were taken on purpose. You let them capture you, torture, and all this just to free me. And but they come to an agreement, and they're able to like you know walk it off, the hell they went through, and the Wonder Girls made it, and they realize that Cheetah's with them, and they have to be begrudgingly take her with them, and they all go into the plane, and it becomes invisible, and off they go too. And this is the finale of this arc, sacrifice or something like that. Overall, say this part, because Trinity's back up, which I always talk about. This is one of the cooler issues. I really liked it a lot. It went by quick, I will say. Some issues like I really take in like the artwork, and I still did here too, but the actual conversations were quicker. I the the sovereign stuff, uh, him like talking like in the background from future tense, it gets annoying. Not what he's saying, it's just that you're trying to read both. Like, it all intertwines. Uh, it's easier to probably read on a second read that way. Because not a lot of books do this, like where they have this many, like not the word balloons, but the word the text boxes of him talking, and it's cool. It's just you have to get used to it. Maybe that could be that's why some people might be begrudging to read Tom King's. It depends on which Tom, because the early Tom King did, or depending on the era of Tom King and his uh for what version he's going to, like if it's his sad era, his happy, who knows. But he does different things for the sake of being a better writer. And then Trinity back up, short and simple. Trinity's trying to fly a kite. And John and um, Dame are just arguing like usual, and they're just arguing over, like he says, later and later, because she tries over and over it again. And she's like, it's impossible. She's like 4 year olds, right? She's a 4 year old right now. Um, and yeah, I mean there's not a lot to talk about. I like their conversations. Like at a certain point, Damien talks to her about like some type of mythology, and he's like, the lesson is there's nothing in this world that has any meaning, and all this. It's like, and we're gonna die one day. It's like it's a downer. Let's just say that. um, Eventually they just get to a point where they just bring her with a on a crime fighting spree. Uh, oh yeah, the best part though of this whole issue, which I should have seen it. It's about kites after all, and Tom King. Literally, Kite Man is there, and I'm like, of course, like this is Kite Man. Just perfect to see him back. Tom King, Kite Man. It's amazing. He seems like the nicest guy ever, Charles. Him and Wonder Robin, uh, Trinity. But yeah, this is that was called World's Finest Part 7. Hopefully it's forever. I just love this whole story. Another amazing issue. Um, Leave in the comments what you liked, what you didn't. I like to hear both sides for the sake of just seeing what the general discourse is, because certain threads are online are just always negative, so it's hard to see how honest any of that stuff is. But yeah, I love this series, and I will keep championing it. It's one of my favorite. I think they're getting an Eisner nomination for the backup and the main for two separate awards. They're nominated, so who knows? Hopefully they get it. I love both, and I will keep reviewing as long as the book's coming out. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again.